Xiao nods. He doesn't seem too bothered by it.
Anyway, enough about my family. Since you're here, how about a few matches?
Xiao tosses me a controller. You're on. I don't know what we're playing, but sure. I kick Xiao's ass. I think that's the first curse word I've seen in this whole game. Wow. I kick Xiao's ass at video games until he has to leave for class. Oh, that's the first time I've actually said fuck or ass or a curse word, and I didn't feel bad about it. Here we go. I'm in the campus gym finishing up my workout. When I return to my locker, there's a missed text from Kyrie. Emergency meeting! Meet now in the hangar! Jeez, all caps. I better get going. I arrived at the hangar about the same time as Xiao and Mayu. Kyrie waits impatiently in front of her gear.
Finally! That took you a while.
I just saw your text. I literally came here as soon as I got your text.
I texted before heading over here so we'd be on time.
I guess you walk faster than me. Kyrie addresses the rest of the team.
What about you guys?
Sorry. We were having lunch, and I guess we lost track of time.
Kyrie blinks and waves her hand dismissively.
Never mind. We have more important things to discuss.
Oh!
Like our sponsor situation.
That's interesting. Everyone becomes serious.
Our gears need a lot of maintenance to return to peak fighting condition. And the next round is tomorrow. I don't know why, but everyone I talk to is really rude and unhelpful.
Xiao and I share a knowing glance, and Kyrie catches us.
What?
Nothing.
She continues to stare.
It's just, sometimes you can come across a little harsh.
I'm just honest.
Sure, but honesty doesn't make people like you. You need to get in touch with your soft, warm, feminine side.
Xiao! I didn't know you felt that way about Kyrie. Kyrie raises an eyebrow.
Is that what you do?
Oh, God! Wow.
Yes! I mean to the warm thing, not the soft and feminine thing.
We stare at him blankly.
I'm just going to shut up now.
That's a good plan, Xiao.
Before you do, did you manage to get a sponsor?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans into them.
Nope.
You forgot to ask around, didn't you?
Maybe?
He looks sheepish. Kyrie rolls her eyes.
What about you, Mayu? Can your father sponsor us?
Mayu shakes her head.
Unfortunately, he's backing the team I was originally supposed to join. When I was invited onto the team, Father was so happy, he promised he'd sponsor them. Even though I never joined them, he can't go back on his promise.
Who's Mayu's father, I wonder? Kyrie nods and faces me.
You had that interview yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to the interview with Warp Tech. It didn't work out.
Why am I not surprised?
It had less to do with me and more to do with our team's status. I can show you the full report from the SBA if you want to know the official reason, but basically we weren't a high enough rank. I fish my phone out of my pocket. It flashes low battery warnings at me before it dies completely.
Where's the report?
Oh, hold on. I have to charge my phone. My gaze lands on my gear. I race to it and head into the cockpit. My teammates call after me, but I ignore them. Once I plug my phone into the dock connection, it lights up with a charging symbol. Everyone's wearing confused faces when I climb out of the cockpit. What?
Why didn't you just use an outlet?
Maya points to the outlet on the wall. When did those get here? You mean this isn't what gears are for? Who cares if I use an outlet on my gear? Huh? That's new.
No, they're not.
I've never noticed them before.
Ooh, what about those? And those?
Xiao points to the other outlet. In fact, there are outlets everywhere. Nope, never seen them before either. Besides, an outlet doesn't do me any good if I don't have a phone charger with me.
Oh, I suppose that makes sense.
Anyway, I guess we're back to square one.
Back? We never left square one.
Don't give up hope just yet. I might have something.
Another meeting?
No, but my friend in the SBA is still helping us search.
Okay. In the meantime, The rest of us should continue our search too. I'll take another look at what Ace offers. Maybe there's some kind of campus grant or funding we can apply for. Mayu, do you think you could reach out to some of the other major corporations we haven't talked to yet? Maybe with your background, you'll have more luck than we would.
Mayu nods.
Maybe Sho can ask around local businesses?
I'm really curious about Mayu's background.
Okay.
Good idea.
Kairi looks at me. I'll follow up with my contact. She nods.
Hopefully, we'll find someone. But there's a chance we might have to fight with our gears as is.
I'm confident we'll get someone in time. Mayu smiles at me and nods. Xiao claps me on the back.
Okay.
Kairi
we
does
have our
nothing.
plan. Text me if you guys get any leads.
Oh, okay, there we go. We all nod.
I'm off then. I've got some stuff to take care of.
I hope you mean reaching out to the businesses, Sho, and not playing your video games.
Yeah,
Of
Xiao.
course that's what I meant. The arcade industry is a lucrative place to find a sponsor.
Mayu sighs.
Sho.
He wears his signature smile.
Okay. Let's go find us a sponsor.
Mayu beams. The pair wave at us before heading out.
I'll be going too. Tell me if your friend is successful.
I hope so, Kairi. I nod and Kairi leaves. Nothing left for me to do but go home. An uneventful drive later, I arrive at home. Now, these last couple of days have been kind of boring. Is it just me? I don't know. I'm back! I walk into an eerily quiet living room. Looks like I'm the first one here. It feels a bit strange. Nikki's bright smile is usually here to greet me. Mayu. Maybe she has an after-school club activity or something. I reach for my pocket to see if she texted me. My heart sinks as my hands grab air. There's a void where my phone should be. Crap! I must have left it in my gear. Oh, God. The sun is setting, and it'll be evening by the time I reach campus. Hopefully, it won't be too much trouble getting to Eagle after hours. I remember CNY is pretty restrictive on who can enter the hangar at night. Looks like we might need to call Uncle Kyoto the secret spy to help us out on this one. I hop back on my bike and drive back to Ace Academy. Surprisingly, traffic is heavy and takes longer than expected to reach campus. A handful of students cross the quad as they head towards either their evening classes or the bus station. Even though the sky is in inky darkness, the pathways on campus are still bathed with a soft light. It's kind of peaceful. The pilot's lounge is just as busy as always, but I don't recognize too many of the students here. Most of them must be upperclassmen, either 3rd or 4th year. I slip through unnoticed and arrive at the hangar entrance. I'm about to swipe in when the guard stops me.
Hold on. What's your business in the hangar?
I forgot something. It's not a lie, but it would be too embarrassing to tell him the whole truth. Luckily, the guard doesn't seem to care. He gives me a quick once-over and nods.
Alright, go ahead and swipe.
Thanks. I bring my student ID and approximately off the sensor. A second later, the success chime sounds as the door slides open. I follow the tunnel to the hangar. The sound of power tools, machinery, and metallic ringing echoes along the walls. It makes sense that most of the repair work happens after hours. It's a lot safer for them to work without the threat of students walking around causing potential disasters. Instinctively, my feet lead to Eagle. What the? A bluish hue from the active terminal display illuminates my docking station. That doesn't seem right. I'm sure I turned everything off when I left. Cautiously, I tiptoe towards my gear. There's a figure crouched in front of Eagle. Oh boy. The person is dressed entirely in black and wearing a hoodie that hides his or her face, still engrossed in my gear. The stranger hasn't detected my presence yet. That's a woman. Could it be Valerie? Stay quiet and sneak up from behind. Staying in the shadows. I continually creep towards Eagle. As I close the distance between us, I notice how small and petite the person is. It must be a girl. But I can't think of anyone who'd be so interested in my gear. Once I'm only a few steps away, she tenses as if noticing a presence. Grab! Before she can react, I grab her shoulder and roughly spin her to face me. Aha! Valerie! I knew it. What are you doing here? She grins. Her gaze flicks to my hand still on her shoulder.
I never would have guessed you like it rough.
Don't play games with me, Valerie. I know what you're up to. It's not like that. I can be possessive too. I'm not amused. I scowl and the smile on her face wavers. What the hell are you doing to Eagle? She flinches at the harshness of my tone.
Nothing, I promise.
You were obviously doing something with the terminal. That's not nothing. She holds up her hands in defense.
I wanted to get a better reading on your core. I'm not altering anything, though. Just studying.
Why?
To figure out how your core was able to sustain such a high energy output for so long without completely burning out.
Remember what I said at the beginning? I don't trust this girl from the beginning. That still holds truth.
Given the size of your core and the cooling system, the heat dissipation doesn't seem like it would have sustained longer than a few seconds, yet it lasted almost 10 minutes! Maybe there's a direct coolant injection to the primary source? I also didn't consider the acceleration of airflow given the hidden frame openings. Perhaps a quick calculation using...
The more she talks, the faster my anger melts away and is replaced by respect. She's more than meets the eye. Even though she claims she means Eagle no harm, how can I know she's telling the truth? I only met her a few days ago. Still, it seems like she's generally curious about how my core works.
Here, I'll prove I wasn't changing anything.
I watch as Valerie retraces a few screens with all the configuration data unmodified. Okay.
Huh?
I get it. You were curious, but you can't break into other people's robots and mess with their parts. She looks away.
I'm sorry.
We're silent. Then she looks sideways at me.
So, I guess you wouldn't want to know that your primary weapon can actually benefit from an airflow exhaust here and here.
What? She points inside my open gear.
You see right there?
Yes, I think.
It'll still require validation testing, though. You should probably get your engineer to check it out.
My engineer?
Yeah, you know. The person who makes sure all your gears are working properly and helps you with any upgrades or improvements.
Don't the sponsors do that? Valerie shakes her head.
They help a lot when it comes to major repairs or new items, but an engineer on your team takes care of any general maintenance and the like.
Speaking of a sponsor, I hope we do really well in this game and then we prove Warp Tech wrong. Oh. Maybe we should get an engineer. Okay, I'll tell my engineers that. We are just fine without one. Thanks for the heads up. I'll be sure to let her know.
Her?
Yeah. My engineer, like you said. She should look at it.
Oh, right. You do that.
Huh. I will. She'll fix it too, because she's great at what she does. Valerie doesn't buy it and is trying hard to hold back a laugh.
I'm sure she is. But I'll bet she's nothing compared to me.
I wouldn't be so sure. At least she has a mobile phone. Huh. Valerie blinks in surprise and laughs. There's another pause. To avoid the awkwardness, I shut down the open terminal. So, we should get going then?
Yeah.
We need the phone! McFluga de Babadi! Get the fucking phone in the gear! Ugh. Neither one of us moves. Don't touch my gear again without my permission.
I promise I won't.
I wait for her to leave, but she doesn't budge. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
She stands in place and waves. You aren't leaving?
Neither are you.
Okay, on the count of 3, we'll leave together. No, get the phone. She nods. 1, 2, phone! We both stay put. You didn't move. Phone!
Neither did you.
What the hell are you kids still doing here?
Phone! Security catches us off guard, and we simultaneously stammer nonsense. She shakes his head, or he seems.
If your business here is done, then you have to leave.
Valerie glances at me, and I glance at her, still waiting for her to move. She doesn't. Suddenly, a strong hand grips my arm. Hey! The guard holds Valerie too. He physically leads us towards the exit.
You should get home. It's late.
Phone! Phone! Ugh. Thanks, Valerie. We pass through the doors and the guard shuts them behind us. Valerie and I once again standing in silence.
Well, I'll see you around.
This weekend, right? We have to do our project.
Yep. It's a date.
She winks at me, then turns around and leaves. I call after her. It's not a date! My protest falls in Dev's ears. Oh well. I'm sure she was joking anyway. Maybe. God damn it. Fucking phone. McFlogadaboo. Once I reach my bike, I drive home. What if I'm an idiot and we already got the phone and I just didn't realize it? No, can't be. Nikki still isn't home by the time I return. Where can she be? I reach into my pocket for my phone and grasp empty air. Okay, no shit! You forgot the fucking phone. No way. I only told you 10 times! Oh crap, not again! Oh god. Ugh. I turn off my alarm and roll out of bed. Time to get ready for class. As I head downstairs, I feel uneasy. Today will be our first match. I really hope Yuna was able to work her magic and get us a sponsor. Nikki is rummaging in the living room, and I smile when I see her. Even when I'm stressed or worried, Nikki always seems to know how to put my mind at ease. That is exactly the opposite of that happens. Every single fucking time I ever fucking talk to Nikki. I guarantee you, for some reason, this is gonna go south. Somehow. Am I ready for this? Okay. Well, that's a great start. Frowny face. Hey, Nikki, just the person I was hoping. No, not.
Look, if you're hungry, you have to find your own food. I don't have time to cook today.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, just in a hurry. Oh, now you offer me a ride? A little too late for that.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. Did something happen? Just stares at me. Did I do something? Why is she looking at me like it's my fault? When I don't answer, Nikki sighs.
I need to get to school. I'll see you later.
Ugh. She's out of the door before I can say goodbye. That was weird. Shrugging, I head into the kitchen to whip out a quick breakfast. Hopefully she's in a better mood the next time I see her. She probably wanted a hot ride home from school or something last night, and I didn't have my phone because McFlugadaboo got distracted by a hot chick, and then security takes us out, and all this shit happened, and everything's falling apart. And we're probably gonna do terrible match. Oh my god, this is terrible. It's gonna be okay. We got this.